Today's video is going to be a bit of an interesting one because I've come up with a concept that may or may not be totally impossible. I want to create a piston door that you can go through in 3 different ways. Straight through, you can go up a set of stairs, or you can go down a set of stairs. This is going to be tricky. So, I've done a little bit of work on the piston layouts. This is what we have so far. So we have, well, I guess, so we've got blocks that we can use as the frontal section. So this is going to be the door, and then we have the blocks that go down. We have blocks that will close up so that you can only go down. And then we also have the blocks for the stairs, which are going to be popping out, as well as the blocks for the roof, which we can fold in or out. There's a lot going on here. You know what? Now that I've actually started getting the circuitry in place, it's not looking quite as bad as it once did. When we first started placing in the pistons, I was getting a little bit worried that it was actually going to be incredibly difficult to build, but I'm hoping that it shouldn't be too tricky. What I'm doing now is I'm doing our little drop down circuit, so our little this top set of pistons up at the top here, which is going to close up the roof, so we can open up the roof and that will allow us to go up the stairs. And actually, do we fit through there? Okay, yes, we do fit through that gap. Suddenly panicked about that one. So if we power these, I'm curious. I'm curious to see what happens here. That's good. That's good. Oh yeah, okay, because they're unpowering separately. That's fine. Okay, so as long as I connect up these 2 redstone lines, so that will be that done. And I think, apart from the staircase down at the bottom, that is actually all of the redstone lines planned out. Just completely ignore the fact that I got all of that redstone wiring wrong. Just you know, don't mention it. So that connects up through there, and then if we power this, so that gives us a flat floor. Oh, okay, so we need a pulse going through it, which means that we are going to need some form of observer set up here. Let's see if I can think on the fly. So if I do something like that, redstone dust running across there, observer facing upwards, and then a block on the top, and then repeat the same thing on the other side, then we will get a setup that means that we get a flat floor when we hit the button, and then when we hit the button again, we get ourselves a fully retracted staircase. And that, combined with the circuit that opens and closes these doors, will mean that we have a functioning staircase system. Okay, this is all good. So off on this side, we're going to have the selector panel. So I guess we'll have up, down, and then straight through. So that's going to take us right the way through to the other side. And now we just have to connect up these buttons, I'm assuming, to some form of pulse extender on the other side, so that the door actually stays open long enough for us to go through. And then we just need to connect up these button presses through to the relevant circuits. You know what I'm just starting to realize? Now that I've actually wired up all of the circuits and everything's kind of ready to build, this is actually going to be a really, really simple thing to construct. So we need to quickly pulse those so that our door is naturally closed. That should do the trick. And then if we hit this button right here, so one side is fully wired up, the other side doesn't appear to be. And I wonder if that's just... That's surprising. Because that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 blocks. That totally should have powered that other side. Yeah, turns out I was counting the signal strength of the wrong circuit there, and also a lot of the other wiring wasn't quite correct. So now it has all been fixed, and we have got ourselves a system which opens up and allows us to travel up through the staircase, and then it all closes behind us, and we have got this rather nice looking system right here, which I would say looks really, really cool. So the next thing that we need to work on is the down circuitry. Except before I do, I think it would actually be quite cool to get ourselves a block swapper in here. So instead of having stairs for our door, we could have regular blocks, and then these stairs down at the bottom here, we'll have to swap them out somehow. So I guess we'll have some pistons down at the bottom here, which will push the stairs up. Yeah, so the stairs get pushed up, and these blocks get moved out the way. So we'll have to rewire that a little bit and get rid of those. Oof, this is going to be difficult. So we need these pistons down at the bottom to extend late and then retract early. So if we have a redstone torch on the side there, extend late, retract early. Extend late, retract early. I think we might be onto a winner there. Let's just give it a test. And go. Yes. Yes, that was a real close shave. But we've got it working. Nice. Right, let's give the down section a test. Nice. So that all seems to be working. So what we do here is with this one, so we open up the doors and then all of our stairs drop down like this. Now the only thing is... that's interesting. So those stairs that I placed there at the front are kind of facing the wrong way. There's not a whole lot I can do about that one. Okay, I've come up with an idea for this one. So the idea is that the stairs are that way in the floor, and then in the side here we would have the pistons there. So we need to move these stairs out the way first, and then those stairs pop across. Ugh. I really regret saying that this was going to be simple earlier on in the episode, because it's really kind of not. So, for this one to work, we need to... okay, so we're going to need to power these. Now, these observers here, this is like a new part of my redstone circuitry, which only power the top pistons. So these top two pistons, and they don't touch these ones, which means that we can do some fiddling with the top pistons without having to worry about timing circuits with these bottom pistons. Now, if we hit this button here... that looked good. Okay, so I've done all of the wiring for up. I've changed up all of the wiring for the up. So if we do that real quick, you can see that this now works absolutely perfectly. So we get the staircase, and then you can see it working better here. You can see the stairs actually move out the way, and then the blocks pop up from the bottom, and these are actually stairs placed like this. Now if you look at the down, there it is. There it is working. So we've got a full set of stairs and it's all functioning. Blimey. I gotta say, this started out as just a daft redstone idea, but now that I'm actually seeing like the 3 exits on it, I think it's really, really cool. Right, in theory, once we connect up this redstone line right here, this should actually be the full redstone circuit completed, hopefully. Let's see if it works. That looks pretty good to me. So there is our straight through. So if we wanted to just go straight through to the other side, then we just hit that button right there. That is functioning perfectly. If you want to go up to the top section, then we hit that button there, and the stairs have opened up, and now we are going upwards. And then if we wanted to drop down to the bottom, then we hit that button, and everything drops down, and we have got ourselves a fully working down. I don't know what it is about this, but I think it's just the coolest thing ever. There's just something about that is incredibly satisfying to watch. I mean, going straight on, that's probably the most boring. That's definitely not that exciting. And if you are just going through that door, you're probably like, what is all this weird stuff in the walls? But then as soon as you start messing around with it, I'm so happy with this thing. As I say, it was just a daft idea that has turned out to be really, really interesting. So, there we have it, ladies and gents. There is a 3-way piston door. I hope that you've enjoyed this video. I also just want to issue a bit of a challenge. I wonder if anyone can make this bigger. Can anyone go completely crazy and make maybe like a 3x3 version or even a 4x4 version? I don't even know if it would be possible, but I'm going to throw that challenge out there because you guys are absolute wizards. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please sure to that like button. And if you really loved it, then make sure to subscribe. But thanks for watching, guys. This has been Mumbo, and I'm out. I'll see you later.